Ajit, congrats. This is what you wanted to do.
Well, thanks, and it's great to be with you again, Trish.
I'm looking at the word net neutrality on our screen right now, and I'm sure people are sort of glazing over. Explain what that is, because you, I think, do this better than anyone, sir.
Well, thanks. It involves a basic concept of how the internet is governed. Do you want it to be governed by engineers and entrepreneurs, or do you want it to be run by bureaucrats and lawyers here in Washington? Starting in the Clinton administration, there was a consensus on light touch regulation. We would let the market, as opposed to micromanaging regulators, decide how it was governed. That changed in 2015 under the Obama administration. And all I've proposed to do is simply return to that bipartisan consensus that served us so well for 20 years in favor of the market.
So President Obama and his team didn't want to see the market at work?
Essentially, yes. Yeah, after the 2014 elections, he instructed the FCC to adopt these heavy-handed common carrier regulations that were developed in the Great Depression to tame Ma Bell, the telephone monopoly, and they applied it to this very dynamic marketplace. Thousands of internet service providers were now under the sledgehammer of so-called Title II regulation.
Well, you're up against some critics, Ajit, including the mainstream media. Maybe we should just call them what they are, the leftist media there. The Washington Post, anyway, writes this today, sir. FCC plan would give internet providers power to choose the sites customers see and use. And they go on to say the job of the FCC is to represent the consumer. Tragically, this decision is only for the benefit of the largely monopoly services that deliver the internet to the consumer. So tell us why the Washington Post is wrong.
Well, there's a spectacular amount of misinformation out there, and I predicted this in my Wall Street Journal op-ed yesterday where I rolled out this proposal. And I said, look, there's going to be a lot of anti-market ideology you'll hear about how the internet is going to be destroyed, how consumers are going to be harmed, and it's simply not true. If you look at the past 2 years of these heavy-handed regulations, it has impeded investment in next-generation networks. And that's why if we go back to the market-based regulation, companies will have more incentive to invest, and entrepreneurs will have a better chance to reach more Americans, and consumers will be much better off. They'll have better, faster, and cheaper internet access.
I think it's worth people understanding just how cumbersome some of these regulations are. You've made the point that, if you're a radio station in Kansas City, you're not able to also own the local newspaper. But nowadays, the radio station, you'd assume, would have a web presence, and therefore is almost kind of like a newspaper in some ways.
And to me, at least, the job of the government is not to dictate how the market is structured or to say who wins and who loses. That's up for consumers to decide. And so from my perspective, at least, if we set the rules right, if we adopt President Clinton's approach from the 1990s and update it for the digital age, we'll see unparalleled innovation and investment going forward.
What does it mean for the media industry, and what does it mean for consumers? How could the world look different with this new set of rules?
I think we'll see a lot more digital opportunity in smaller towns and lower income areas in urban cities. We'll see more of a chance of investment in infrastructure. We'll see more entrepreneurs who are able to compete using these ubiquitous networks. And ultimately, consumers are going to be that much better off.
Ajit, you know I have to ask you.